Also president of the Geelong and District Football League for 6 years, I believe, Neville Whitley. Good evening,
That's
Neville.
right, Ron. How are you tonight?
Neville, very well. We've had a lovely evening tonight. It's very, very good atmosphere in the rooms with the boys enjoying your hospitality tonight. Congratulations, and just could you tell us a bit more about the successes over the years of this competition in Geelong?
Well, the Geelong District Football League have always been to the fore with Interleague games. We promote it a lot. Mostly we go away and play our games away, but this year, since 1982, it's our first game back in Geelong area, and we're looking forward to a big crowd there on Sunday, and we hope that we can win this game. Over the years, we haven't been very successful.
Double them where he takes a fine grab. Double down now, waste no time. Looks up the ground to Pilgrim, traps it sweetly. Good shepherding there from Cook as well. We see now up there for Neelis. Over his head, but he's got a bit of towers, young Adrian Neelis. Quick kick up there to Big Alford. In front, back to Neelis. Neelis now looks up the ground, sees where Renfrey showed some courage. Fraser! Popped one a bit high, but it doesn't matter. He pops another one through. It's the Darren Fraser show here this afternoon. He's kicked the first 4 goals.
Yes, good play there on behalf of Fraser.
We had an Interleague competition, or we've been a part of one. Would you like to see it back next year?
Yes, I'd like to see it played again, because I think it develops the younger players. Some of the older players don't like it because they like to have a week off. But if we could have there's some talk about having an age limit. But I think if we're going to have it, we need to have the best players playing it right across the board.
Yep. And final, one-word question: Interleague.
As I said before, Interleague is not an official part of the AFL Vic at the moment. We did play a game against the Ballerine 4 or 5 years ago. I'm sure if both leagues or both bodies are quite happy to do it, we could do that again.
The other one, it's been 5 years since we've had Interleague. Would you like to see it back?
Yes, I would like to see it, whether we organise it ourselves, like Colac. I think the Hampton League, they play an under 23 side, whether we could do that against Colac or someone close, but it's getting the other, we would have the funds to run it in the league, but it's just getting the other leagues to have the funds to come up with it too, because there's no backing anymore from AFL Vic or anything like that. So it'd be hard, but it'd be good to see it come back.
Speed through. I want Interleague back. It's been a long 5 years. Would you like to see it back next year?
100%. I mean, we already reintroduced the Junior Netball Rep program. I believe that we're reaping the benefits. Many of our girls, probably when I started, weren't presenting for Geelong Flyers, BNL sides and everything like that. They're all in the pathways, so to have them participate. But we've got some bloody good netballers running around there, and we'd love to showcase them to the rest of the leagues.
So it's been 5 years since Interleague. Would you like to see it back?
My personal belief, no. I think at the time Interleague was around, leagues had a purpose to show off their own league. Well, I think now the cost is getting too ridiculous. We used to showcase our players around the state against other leagues and see how we were comparing. But I think now that's all gone. I think with the internet and all that, we can view any player we want now. And all the players going backwards and forwards between leagues, I think it doesn't fit its purpose at this moment. And mainly I'm looking at the experience. Yeah. A lot of clubs and leagues can't afford it. And really, we used to be able to get some top players, but we can get that without Interleague.
No Interleague. I'm just counting down to it. How would you feel about Interleague returning?
I actually used to love Interleague, and I think that it was a really great promotion for our league. I think the problem was that the clubs didn't like to use their good players, and so they would say they were unavailable, and that was the problem, trying to field teams, but I think that it would be wonderful to bring it back for the league.
The other controversial one, it's been 5 years since we've had an Interleague team. Would you like to see it back?
No, so I was the one that was helping run it and then ended up running it, and you didn't get the buy-in of the clubs. Unless you have a full support, the clubs want to support it, you're wasting your time.
It's been 5 years since Interleague. Would you like to see it back?
Absolutely. Even watching the team of this, like when they did the team of the year, and I thought the Interleague sort of popped into my head then, and I thought they were such great weekends. You know, everybody spoke about them. It was a real honour to be able to play in your Interleague side. So, yes, if I had to vote, I'd say absolutely.
Very interesting. Speaking of the Whispers, Interleague, would you like to see it come back?
Look, that's a good topic. If we had a full selection of players like our team of the year we're going to play, I'd say yes. But when you go and get a group who want to play, and then all of a sudden the coaches or something like that say, no, you don't want to play, it's a weekend off, or I'd like to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
But Williams is there, all caught by Scaplan. Play on called the umpire. Support there from Robbie Andrews. Picks it up and kicks long back to the centre wing. Cockrell traps it. Under pressure now. Sees him have to work a bit harder. They thump the ball out here where Eves is on the centre wing. Eves gives it to the running Hovey. Hovey now. A high hand pass to Fapani. Fapani now from the centre wing drives GDFL for Belly in front. Good football there. Quick hands from David Brand. Gives it across to his teammate and captain in David Boyd, who kicks long up to half forward. But the back pocket player for the Geelong District side in Amy Williams takes a nice mark. Right, Williams goes out the far side to the ground to centre wing. Handball over the top by the Geelong side. They run into pretty stiff opposition there. Hassiter was. He loses the ball. A quick kick down forward for Bass Valley. They're in front. It's knocked away. Williams across the back of the pack again. Picks it up. Kicks down towards the centre of the...
Sure that our players will benefit from his experience.
Certainly, and well, it's with pleasure that I introduced Paul Serra to the guest video and WIR microphone. Paul, congratulations on your appointment, mate.
Thanks very much. No, I'm looking forward to it. When I was first approached, I jumped at it. I was rapt to be approached to take on the job. And what's come out at the moment has been great. The guys have been very keen. They've got a sprinkling of experienced players and young players. We've got 3 17-year-olds, which is great. I think they give about 110%, and the older guys...
The Colac boy puts the ball to ground. The big man fly comes to ground. Comes out now, an opportunity for Geelong. Cop one a little bit high too. There was that player. And number 20 for the Geelong side. Looks like that was Peter Bird, the under-17 boy. As we see Mick O'Leary quickly under pressure to centre half forward. But in front taking a strong diving mark, Dale Hines.
Hines is off half back flank in towards centre wing with a big long kick. It travels over the head of Harrison, knocks it over the back and then follows the ball up well. Won't pick it up in the end though. He loses it for Gibbons on the right boot from centre wing. Drives it long and towards half forward, pushing and shoving. And umpire calls play on over the back. Andrews will pick it up. He can have a bounce. Robbie Andrews over the top, decides not to kick. Puts his teammate Nevada Cornwall under some pressure, but he's tackled too high that time by Michael Hickey. Cornwall to get the kick. He's off on the right.
Has a dash, lost the ball, butted up well and went short. Hovey's got 5 metres on his opponent there in the Tractor McDonald, but Tractor, missed him on that occasion. O'Leary comes in, got the hand pass from Hovey, shoots from 25 metres. Great goal, Mick O'Leary.
Wing through Cornwall. Off goes Nevada with a bounce. He's taken close to the boundary line. Good play by Colac Scott, but he gets his kick away. Taking it's Boothroyd. Is he still in play? The boundary umpire says yes. 1 bounce, 2 bounces. Handball over the top. Chance on the left boot. You can kick it into the square.
Goal.
Is it a goal?
David Wall.
Wait from the goal umpire. Yes! As you hear the crowd lift around us here, and we've travelled now nearly 22 minutes into the last quarter. David Wall kicks his first, and Geelong creep back within a point.
Goes short, he's got O'Leary loose, takes the ball, run on son, yes he does from 45, shoots it, goal! What a great mark! That's the mark of the day for mine.
A pressure mark.
David Wall, goal post. Oh, David Wall. And I tell you what courage was needed there to go back into the flight with the footy.
Well, he's got an opportunity here to put his side back in front as we're about to tick under time on. A point the difference. Colac in front. Wall is only 10 metres out. He's been pushed around onto about a 45-degree angle, but he can see lots of daylight between the big sticks. Left foot kick, and Geelong are in front. Taco Bill scoreboard. Let's check it out. Colica 14-13-97, but Geelong with that goal will go to 15-12, 102. It's these three players on two. Rod Boothroyd, two in the championship quarter, the third quarter, if you like, and it certainly was today. They were timely goals, but he was well held by Hines. Two to Craig Eves also in the second and third quarters. David Wall, two late goals in the last quarter. What about them? And a goal apiece to Darryl Jones, Terry Nankervis, John Cousins, Michael O'Leary and Simon Vack. So a team performance kicking at goal in the Geelong.
Worked hard on the clincher since half-time. Had a lot of mates that have come into the game. They were just a bit ordinary in the first half. Actually, the kick was out of bounds on the full. A bit too fierce from Myers on that occasion. Cousins has it, chips over the top two. Probably the GDFL's best player for mine anyway. Arguably, Craig Eves. He's got the footy on the outer side now. He goes for the foot pass. Centering it to centre half forward. Can't mark it Tillman, so he two-fisted it down. Eventually,
Interleague clash at Narracourt, South Australia between the KNT and G&D. And I'll explain that very shortly. It's the Cowrie, Narracourt and Tatiara Football League taking on the Geelong District Footy League here this 10th of June 1995. And good afternoon to my co-commentator extraordinaire in Johnny Turkey Watson.
Thanks,
Feed out, good hands, opportunity here, Cornwall to the run of Scotty Simons, the Anarchy boy, long bomb out there to the outer side, great mark, courageous mark, Corey Flanagan, up he gets, on the right foot, his non-preferred side, it's a lovely kick to half forward, the leader, Beauty too, and Nappy's Colliger takes the grab at half forward.
So it's Colliger now, plays on quickly, he's got a man under it there in Andrews, Shane Andrews kicks down to where a leading full forward there, and Wayne Tyquin it is, and I'm not real sure if he's full forward or not, but it was a good lead, yes it is, thumbs up from Ronnie, and it is the full forward having the first deliberate shot for goal in the match.
Kicked 66 goals from 9 games,
by those K&T players. They could have held the ball up and the ball would have still been in half forward. Instead of that, we've got the big bird lining up for goal, point blank range, and this will seal the match.
Big Bird, he loves them too, popping them through from 15 metres, straight through the high diddle, and Mickey Monowari Bird kicks his first for the afternoon, and he'd be pretty happy with that. And yep, I think the boys now looking quite comfortable. 20-odd minutes gone of the final stanza, as we see now that the Geelong District Football League have kicked 11 goals, 874. The Cowrie
Narracourt where the mark's taken by Gary James.
Siren!
But there we have it, siren time, with Geelong and Districts running out comfortable and good winners. 11 goals, 8 to the Cowrie Narracourt Tatiara Football League, 7 goals.
And it's with pleasure that I bring you the coach, the first time ever involved in interleague football as a coach, and I congratulate him personally. He's the ex-coach of Anarchy and legend, the Heap, in Darryl Bissett. Congratulations, Darryl.
Thanks, Ronnie. Thanks very much.
Now, coaching's no new issue to you because you've done it for many years.
Yes, I've coached Annie for 8 years and been assistant coach at Newcombe under Larry Donoghue, and I've had some good coach along the way, so I'm very much looking forward to this, Ron.
Darryl, you're interested in the selection of the side, and your cohorts in assisting you this year in young Dale Tonkin and Jason Doherty, good young enthusiastic boys.
Oh, it's fantastic. The first time I've met him, I actually, Dale coached Bellpost Hill, was it last year, the year before, and to meet Jason right in the paper, it's the first time I've met him, and I think we've worked in very well, and they've got a lot of, their youth is fantastic. They had a lot of good ideas to help myself, and it was great, with Jason writing the paper, and he says he's the best every week, and with Dale going around to the grounds each Saturday watching the best players, it's really helped me out a hell of a lot.
Yeah, certainly Jason does a great job for the league, and of course guest video and co-commentating with yours truly. Now look, getting back to the side, probably only 4 or 5 from last year's interleague squad. Very interesting to see that you've taken the youthful policy.
Well, we just took a new role this year. I sat down with Dale and Jason and said, what are we going to do? Are we going to look at name players, or are we going to go for a bit of youth and look at the blokes that are playing well at this stage? And that's what we've gone for. And lucky enough, these blokes we picked tonight have trained all nights. They've stuck together. They're getting to know each other a lot better now. And we just think in interleague games where, it's flat out, it's non-stop, and with a bit of youth and with a bit of experience in the side, like, with Cowie, Stewie Scott.
Billy Davidson and I think it could be Brad, but good luck to Johnny Boy. And the bounce down, first touch of leather goes to Geelong. And a free kick has been taken. And I think you'll find it'll be the dash of Timmy Gardner. Goes up to half forward, lovely pass to and in front again. David Hall, Wally's kick, not a good one. Just travels about 25 metres, puts a bit of pressure on his forwards as we see a pack of players form with that half forward flank. That's the right half forward, about 65 out from the Geelong District goal. Gus, conditions perfect. Does Big Desire to win the ball, does so nicely.
Run hard through the pack there, Ron. And intercepts back again after the handball. Kicks long up the centre half forward. Big fly there. Stuart Scott. Nice delivery to Paul Gillett.
Yeah, nice footy.
It's a very long kick of the ball. Is Gillett, Ron? He's nearly back. Tackle there.
Holding the ball.
Good recovery. Geelong District got plenty of runners. Could have got a free kick there. Feldman comes out. Oh, that's a nice goal.
Great goal, Brett Feldman.
Run across the face there and put it through across the side of his body. Straightened up a little bit and put the snag on the board there, Ron.
Yeah, very impressive. He's kicked a lot of goals too with his club side, Belpost Hill, for season 96. Recruited from St Mary's in the Geelong Football League. And a very handy acquisition, and I'm sure he'll be...
Great effort, four-quarter effort. Scott Simon kicked one, running off the half-back flank there. David Wall kicked one and two to Troy Colliger. So there we have it, Ron. They're the goal kickers for the game.
Thank you very much. And, well, great victory for Geelong here with being a little bit undersized, but obviously that not being a factor.
Ball, Geelong got to learn to punch. Backer with the football, comes out to the wing, puts his teammate under the punch. Luddick over the back. What a screamer. Mark hits the deck running, takes it inboard, and he's found Cornwall. He hits the deck running also. Gone back in there looking for their teammates at centre forward. Can't serve. That's better. O'Leary come through, show a bit of dash. Bit of body, bit more body from Reuter. He goes in, puts his body on the line.
Running back to Shaw. Shaw's hand pass, a beauty to O'Leary, who's come down the ground. Colliger, Nappies takes it, plays on, kicks from 20 metres. That's the goal of the afternoon. Great football from the Geelong District side.
She's all through that now, yep.
All over Red Rover. Another
52.
6-pointer on the board. The KNTFL boys, Kingy has gone short and picked out his teammate who's done well in Dinning. He's kicked that, not a good one, because Atchison's come out, taken the ball half forward, plays on quickly, now loose at ground level. Oh, Spud Highland, clever. Hand pass to the run of Wilkins, the big ruckman, punts it up there to goal. He's kicked that from 45, true, straight through the middle. Great football from the Geelong District side. Back to Shaw. Shaw's hand pass, a beauty to O'Leary, who's come down the ground. Colliger, Nappies takes it, plays on, kicks from 20 metres. That's the goal of the afternoon. Great football from the Geelong District side. And there it is, the siren does sound.
Thank Lord for that.
Terminate a very dark and gloomy St Albans reserve here this afternoon, and the final scoreline showing that the GDFL have been victorious over the KNTFL. Final scoreline 15-9-99. Geelong District Football League.
Karen Ericourt 6-7-43. 56-point winners. Almost 10 goals to the GDFL on the GDFL bingo centre scoreboard. Well, quite an entertaining game.
Not such a good kick, but it's inside 50 for the Geelong District Footy League. Coming through is Scotty McDonald, taps it into the path there of Highland. He's kicked it off the ground. Leading in the race for the ball is Mick Illick. Picks it up, puts it on the right foot, and there's the first goal of the game. And it's gone to the Geelong District Football League through the agency there of Mick Illick. And on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, Geelong District Football League now 1 goal. They lead the Alberton Football League.
Williams ducking and weaving, they go through the pack, and it's finally cleared by Graham. Graham with a handball over. He gets it over to where Chisholm pushes it down forward. Brown leading for the ball with Aitchison, but he said he's pushed him in the back, and Andrew Aitchison's taken a free kick, running about 35 metres, and pinpointed young Trotter in the centre of the ground. Trotter.
114.
Trotter gets a possession away, gets quick hands over to Pollard. Pollard onto McDonald. Illick leading out from the full forward, straight up the ground, and that's a fantastic kick by Scotty McDonald, and it's hit Mick Illick right on the chest, 30 metres out and directly in front. And Mick, if ever we've wanted another goal, this is probably it.
and it's also great to see once again.
I tell you what, boys, during the day though, if they reckon Interleague football's dead and buried, I think they're wrong. There's been a massive crowd here. I really think it's been a great crowd.
Absolutely.
Like the cars have been 4 and 5 deep all around the ground.
And there is the siren. The final siren here at Warrigallic. And on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, the final score, the Yarra Valley Mountain District Football League, 13-13-91, have defeated the Geelong District Footy League 2 behinds. And for Gary Narracourt, he goes to the centre of the ground, intercepting Barry O'Toole. I tell you what, he's played a great second half. O'Toole goes to centre half forward and takes a great mark. Trotter accepts a handball. He goes goalwards, and Clayton Trotter has kicked the goal, I think. So they're coming hard. The GDFL has a good bit of teamwork there. Sees Clayton Trotter kick his first goal for the day. Batting for him. So back in the middle. Siren can't be too far away at 30 minutes. Dean Oakley gets a tap again, but at the drop of the footy is where Cowrie Narracourt have done so well. Although Ricky O'Toole picks it up. Gets a clearance from the centre, over to Trotter, back to O'Toole. Excuse me, Ricky O'Toole chips it, looking for and finding. Third umpire. Well, the umpire didn't pay that. And kicks it up, kicks it long to centre wing. Dabrowski, he's got the drop, handball quickly to Christian Shaw, who's running. He's in the centre circle, kicks it long to the lead of half forward, over the head of Malane Grant. Tate comes round on the left foot. He's got him lining up at half forward. Falls into the arms here of Joseph Pastuca, and from 30 metres out, directly in front, has finally kicked a goal.
Yeah, well done. I think he should go back and have a shot. He's got many players on him board, but he goes back, elects to have the shot, and with good reason. But Scribelack on the line drops the mark, I think, and it's gone through.
And bounces to himself and keeps going and gets around. Here he goes. He's had 4 bounces. He goes towards 50, left foot kick long. And at the back, Briggy for the big, but Barry O'Toole will wrap things up. Puts it through for his third of the afternoon.
So much when it was only a goal, the difference at half time, but Maryborough Castlemaine literally haven't fired a shot in the second half. They still haven't managed to kick a goal. As McLeod gathers it from the throw-in, he kicks it deep to the goal square. I don't think anyone touched it. It bounced past everybody, and he has his second, the captain. He's going to lead his team to a strong win today. They now lead by 56.
Smith, as the siren sounds through, I'll let you do the wrap-up. I was just going to say that mark there of Matt Smith, that was paid, but yeah, Ash Driscoll is a bit stiff earlier on.
So it's 16-10, 106, 7-14, 56.
Goes to Duke, ends up in the hands there of Jervis. Jervis goes back to McLeod. McLeod runs to 50, loads up, and never looked like missing that time. So Brent McLeod hits first goal, and the first for the GDFL.
Wants to handball it to the captain. He breaks free. Now he takes a bounce. Nobody comes at him. He takes 2 bounces. He gets a shepherd. Oh, then he runs into trouble. Sawney, 40 out and closing. Right foot kick and kicks the goal.
The one they needed.
So Sawney kicks the goal.
Wouldn't you? I suppose he kicks it. It makes it a pretty close game. 2 points, I think, after it. So Jason Tom comes in, kicks towards goal. He's got his third goal of the afternoon. 14th for the GDFL. 14 goals.
Literally the third last kick of the day.
Unbelievable.
And the GDFL have won. 14-10, 94.
Look at Brent McLeod there. He kicked the ball away. I thought they lost.
Numbers with North Central. They run across half back. They go okay. Hadar was there as well. They go long. Oh, the 2-on-1. Fantastic mark. I can't believe you didn't want him on the spot, Smithy. He's nearly best on the ground, this kid. So Jacker takes the mark at half back. Numbers. So now Gash has got it at half back. Grundle bears down on him. He takes the mark. He chips the ball back in board. They run from half back, go long towards half forward. Jacker again. Good boy. Another saving mark by Sam Jacker. Oh, and the umpire has... Jesus! The sirens! The sirens! That's it! And the GD have won. About 10 minutes left. No. So, the GD 15-1-91 have defeated North Central 13-9.
Versus the Heathcote District League. And there we go. It goes up, and Hayes gets the first down. It comes back towards centre wing. Meehan. Handball was okay to Best running past. Right foot kick. Deep into attack. Kennedy Hunt comes out. Ettridge used the body. He couldn't take the mark. The umpire said it was a push. And Heathcote will take the free kick. Prout will take it. He's turned it over.
Mitchell.
And inside 50. And Braden Mitchell's taken the mark.
Well, his coach called it.
Just got to go back.
45 out, he kicked the handballs.
So play on quickly. I think it's Finlay who goes towards goal.
Yes! Yeah, Finlay was.
24 minutes. Finlay it was.
Yeah.
And final score will be 10-8 to Heathcote and 10-17 to the GDFL. Goal kickers we have Kennedy Hunt with 5, 2 to Ettridge, 1 each to Mitchell, Barton and Whitney. And for the Heathcote... Contest there from the contest, picked up Donahue, picks around the body, goes back towards the goal, the umpire says, that's okay.